What is up, guys? My name is Asteroid and welcome back to the next episode of our Pokemon competitive guys. So guys, today we're going to be covering Noivern thanks to Mr. Riding. If you guys want your favorite Pokemon or just any Pokemon in general to be covered on this series, then of course go down there in the comment section, smack a comment, and I will definitely get on that. So I know it's been a while since the previous episode and I do apologize for that, but I'm happy to say that we are back and ready to go for this series. So starting off with the first Noivern set, we have a Choice Specs, very offensively, hard-hitting, special attacking Noivern. Now, that is mainly what Noivern's going to be doing. It's going to be hitting on the special side and pretty much just trying to outspeed as many things as possible and do the damage. Now, we're going to be covering a physical Noivern in this video. That is right, a physical Noivern. So, we're going to see how that goes. It's definitely going to be interesting, but I figured I'd give it a shot. So, anyway, starting off here, though, with the EVs, you want to go max special attack, max speed, and 4 in HP. Now, we do have 97 special attack, which is not the best. It's definitely not the worst, but it's not the best. So, I'd recommend going with the Modest Nature paired with the Choice Specs. If you want to outspeed a lot more things, then you could go with the Timid Nature, but your speed is already fantastic as it is. In my opinion, I don't think you need the Timid Nature. I think you're better off just going with the Modest Nature and trying to hit like a truck. But for the moves, we have Dragon Pulse for the stab, Air Slash for more stab, we have Boom Burst. It's a base 140 power move, 100% accuracy, and it does put in nothing but the finest. We have Flamethrower for more coverage as well. We also have some additional moves you could run on Noivern. So over here we have Draco Meteor. You can run this if you would rather have Draco Meteor over the Dragon Pulse. Just keep in mind that after you use Draco Meteor, you're going to be at -2 special attack. So you may want to take that into consideration. Then we have Hurricane. If you want to run Hurricane over Air Slash, then you can. Hurricane does have less accuracy, but it's a lot more powerful, and it does have that 30% chance to confuse the target. If you're running Noivern on a rain team, then definitely go for the Hurricane. It's going to make sure that you never miss your Hurricanes while in the rain, so I definitely recommend that. Moving on, we have Focus Blast for coverage. Not a bad move there. Then we have Heat Wave. If you want to run Heat Wave in place of Flamethrower, then you can. It could be very useful in doubles. Then finally, we have Psychic and Shadow Ball for some more coverage. So choose whatever moves will benefit your team the most. But moving on to the ability here, we have Infiltrator, Frisk, and Telepathy. Starting off with Infiltrator, allows you to hit through subs, Reflect, Light Screen, Safeguards, and Mist. Definitely not a bad ability at all. We have Frisk, which allows you to detect the opposing Pokemon's item. Not a bad ability either. Finally, we have Telepathy here, which allows you to avoid attacks from allies. So, when it comes to choosing an ability, I think it really depends on your situation. If you want to be able to hit through Reflects, Light Screens, and subs, if you're concerned about all of that, then you can definitely go with the Infiltrator. But you guys gotta realize that sound-based moves, I believe, actually go through subs. If you are running Infiltrator just to attack through subs, then it may not be worth it, seeing as you could have Boom Burst down there, and Boom Burst pretty much does the exact same thing. But if you're not running Boom Burst, and if you want that security, then Infiltrator is definitely for you. But moving on, we have Frisk, of course. Now, this ability could be very useful in some situations. Being aware of an opposing Pokemon's item can mean the difference between win or lose. So Frisk is not a bad option. And you can run Telepathy if you're running this Pokemon in a doubles format. Then that could definitely be useful. But that being said, let's move on to the next set. This set is pretty similar to the previous one, except this time we're running more supportive moves. You guys can see we have max special attack, max speed, and 4 in HP with the Life Orb. And we're not going with a choice item because we are running Taunt and Tailwind on this set. The reason why we are running Taunt on this set is because at base 123 speed, you're going to be outspeeding a lot of things. And having a speedy Taunt is definitely not a bad thing. So Taunt is not a bad move on Noivern at all, especially considering your speed stat. Now, Tailwind, I was thinking this could be somewhat useful. You could just run Tailwind, or you could just run Taunt, or you could run both of them. But Tailwind would not be a bad move at all. It's going to make you insanely fast. It's going to make it so that way you always get that Taunt off first, and it could help support the rest of your team. If you don't want to run Tailwind, you could obviously swap it out for a more offensive coverage move. But that is all your choice. Now when it comes to item, Life Orb is great for doing more damage with your Dragon Pulse and your Air Slash. But if you wanted to swap it out for Focus Sash, guarantee that Tailwind, or guarantee that Taunt, then you can do that as well. Anyways, though, you don't have to run Dragon Balls or Air Slash. You could run Draco Meteor or Hurricane. It is 100% up to you. Once again, the ability is all up to you. But I can hear a physical Noivern calling my name. So, let's move on. 70. That is right, 70 base attack. that is what we have to work with here. So, the idea here is just to pump as much power as you possibly can into that attack stat to make it usable. So we have Choice Band here, max attack, adamant nature. Do not go for the jolly nature, just go all adamant, all out, and try and make the most of it. Then for the moves, we have U-turn, which could be very, very good for switch initiative. Not a bad move at all. We have Outrage, and I decided to go with Outrage over Dragon Claw or any of these other physical moves because Outrage has the highest damage output. You're going to be choiced anyway into Choice Band, so Outrage is really not that bad of a move, and it does help make up for your low attack stat by having a very high base power. So I can see Outrage working out fairly well. We have Wild Charge, and this move is not ideal. It does give you some flying type coverage, which is not bad, but it's 90 base power and has 1/4 recoil, so not too great, but it does work out for the coverage there. Then we have Shadow Claw for the coverage once again, hit ghost types, all that good stuff. Now, other physical moves you could run. We do have some flying type moves. We have Acrobatics and Aerial Ace, but that's pretty much as good as it's gonna get, to be honest. You guys can see that for flying type moves, Acrobatics, Aerial Ace, Fly, Sky Attack, and Wing Attack. You could smack on Aerial Ace if you wanted to, but in my opinion, the power is just not there. The power is not there. You could run Sky Attack if you really wanted to. It does take 2 turns though, and you're not bulky, so that could be very risky. We have Wing Attack. It's the same power as Aerial Ace. Not too great. We have Fly, but Fly is not the most competitive move. It does get walled by Protect, and seeing as your Choice Banded, that's not going to be too great at all. So I would not recommend Fly. I mean, you could also run Acrobatics, but it wouldn't really be worth it unless you took off the item. So, I don't know. I really don't think that having a flying type move is gonna work out for a physical Noivern. That is why I decided to go with a coverage move as your final move instead of a flying type stab move. But as I said, Aerial Ace is on the table, Sky Attack could be on the table, but there's a lot of risk in running these moves, and I really just don't see the worth in it. You guys can see that Noivern's physical move pool is definitely lacking. There really is not much here. You do have Brick Break for the fighting type coverage, but it's only 75 base power, and you do already have Infiltrator to get past the screens, so I really don't think Brick Break is worth it. I mean, Super Fang is not bad at all, but you don't want to run a Choice Banded Super Fang. You could possibly swap out the Choice Band for like a Life Orb and maybe get the most out of that Super Fang. That could be pretty nice. Anyways, guys, I think that's pretty much it for today's video. If you did enjoy, make sure to smash that like button down below, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!